So this was my art from the start of the year. Nasty, crusty skin. And here's how my art looks right now. Wow, 1000% glow up. Hate to break it to you, but finding the perfect brush isn't a way to make your art go from 0 to 100 instantly. As I was going through my old art, I noticed a dramatic change in my art. It actually improved, and a common thing I noticed was that I started using, you guessed it guys, the basic boring standard brush.
Oh, but Kate, but isn't experimenting newer brush crucial?
Yes, and that would be for the last stage of your standard brush journey. In this vid, I will talk about how using the standard brush will make you grow as an artist, and then we will incorporate the importance of experimenting with your art. So let's get straight into the vid. Before tackling down this issue, we gotta tackle the main root of it. So you've probably been searching for the brush that will make all of your suffering disappear. You download a couple brushes and try them out, only to realize that it sucks. So what is the cause of this? Why do we download brushes? So I have narrowed it down to this, either you have seen someone else use it and they have godlike art skills. You believe that if you could get this specific brush, you will become just as good as them. But this is where you're wrong. You're only blinding yourself, thinking that once I get XXX, I'll become good in this subject. This is falsely improving in your art. So how do we solve this? The point here is that you are not trying to solve the issue of your art being bad itself. In fact, you are ignoring it, finding an excuse to delay improving your art. Why though? You are afraid of the results. You're afraid of failure. You always have an excuse to blame your brush that makes your art look trash. What did the brush ever do to you? Just think about it. If you're getting a new brush and you haven't even mastered at the standard brush, why do you expect that some sort of special brush is going to work for you? I mean, that 1% will work better, but the other 99% will make your art really funky. And yep, time to quit art for another 6 months. So as someone who has been using this basic brush for almost all of my drawings, I can definitely say that it has improved my art dramatically. It can help you break out of this art blockish cycle. Since the standard brush is limited, it restricts your creative and artistic style. Since it's restricted, you'll probably find it boring. You want to try something more interesting. Let's say you played around with the settings and boom, something new happens, new info to your brain library. Making it boring forces you so you can focus on creating the good art itself rather than relying on the perfect brush that will solve all of your problems. Now, it takes a lot of willpower to start using the standard brush because of how boring it is, but by just spending a little more time invested into this, you will get into that flow state and boom, using the standard brush isn't so boring after all. So this is after. I would recommend using standard brush for most of your drawings. Practice 20 of them until you get used to it. And at the end of the drawing, this is where you can add a little flair of experiment stage. So in this step, you want to slowly introduce more types of brushes into painting. This will be a better, easier way to progress in your art. That is all done. Now, if you want to actually improve in your art, you have to put in the hard labor of studying. Just remember, studying all in one go will not get you anywhere. You could be possibly losing the information that you just learned. Since your brain doesn't need it, it just plays it into the lost memory section. So as you are currently drawing for fun, whether you're stuck on drawing the head or clothes, just find a reference and try to observe it from there. try to discover why these shapes are formed like that, just remember that your art doesn't get good overnight. Applying simple steps like these will get you further down the road of your art journey. Now, using this technique, it becomes way more digestible for you, and in return, you're probably improving way faster. Just imagine if you want to download and try more brushes, this will actually stunt your growth because you're stuck in that constant like, oh, what brush will make my art good? And you'll just try to keep finding, and in the end, you're not improving in your art. So this is the technique that I use for my art to get better because I am focusing other things rather than finding the perfect brush. Yeah, that's all for today's video. Hopefully this helps you with the current art problem that you're stuck with. Your brain better be fried right now. If not, go watch other videos, educate yourself, and I'll see you in the next vid. See ya!